Welcome. It was New Year's Day, Tournament of Roses. In the parade there was a beautiful float. It was perhaps the most beautiful float there. And as they were going down the street, everyone was admiring it. And all of a sudden, it started chugging and jumping. It ran out of gas. Well, I guess that wouldn't have made a story if it had not been that beautiful float was the Standard Oil Company's vehicle and float. If you owned half of the gas in the world, you just shouldn't run out. There is no words. There is no excuse. Well, church folks, you know something? We're on parade. And folks expect a lot out of us. It shouldn't maybe be, but they expect more out of us than they do anyone else. And to whom much is given, much is required. And so that brings me to a little story to kind of cap this off. Not too many evenings ago, I'd like to say it happened to me way back, but it was just not many evenings ago. I drove up to the drive-thru at McDonald's, and I said I want a large unsweet iced tea with a lot of ice. So there was a long line. I had waited in a long, long line. I had waited. And I pulled away because I knew they were in a hurry, and I pulled away to get out of their way and put the straw in and took a sip, and it was sugar in it. It was not unsweet. It aggravated me so bad because I knew I couldn't drink the sugar, and I knew I was going to have to wait all that time again. There was still a long, long line, and the more I waited, the worse I felt. And I got up there and I said to them, I said, you gave me one with sugar in it instead of no sugar. And I started to hand it back to them. And they said, we can't take that. I said, well, you just gave it to me, and it's wrong. We're not allowed to take it. We can't take that. Well, here, I was going to have 2 large teas and nowhere to put one. And so I just angrily threw it down on the ground right in front of them. And so they got me my other tea. And boy, just as I drove out of there, I thought, whoa, whoa, what have I done? So I went and got back in line. And I came all the way around. And I said to them when I got there, I said, I am so sorry. I should not have done what I did a while ago. They said, oh, it's okay. I got down, opened my door, and got down between the wall and the car, and I picked up the thing that the coat was in, and was sure that it was no tea in it, rather tea, and I threw it in my car. And I apologized to them again. And they said, oh, don't worry. Don't worry, that's all right. See, they don't, you would not expect Standard Oil to run out of gas. And a guy that spent his life trying to do right, working on his mistakes, 85 years old, living for God since way back in my teens, and to do something like that. No. Those people had been nice to me, and they're still nice to me now, because I got it all straight. It's the best to keep things straight as we go, not wait. Get it straight. Get it straight. To run out of gas is not a good thing, you know. I ran out of gas going to my mother-in-law's funeral while I was in the procession. And I'm sure that most people don't ever remember, but I remember it. I remember it. I feel embarrassed every time I think about running out of gas with my wife and family on the way to the cemetery. Gotta keep it right. Gotta keep it right. God bless.